This recording is about a family member. His name is Warren. He achieved really good results with the process that we went through. In his words, he says, I was struggling with sleep patterns, headaches, digestive issues, and weight gain, as well as lack of energy and depression. When I first started working with Jenny, I commenced an intense program of healing and noticed a huge difference in all of these symptoms within 3 weeks. I haven't had a headache since, my blood pressure is down, and I'm spending a lot of time back out gardening and exercising. For me, this has been life-changing. What was his life like before he came to me? When Warren came to me seeking help, his expectation was that he wouldn't make 60, and this birthday is less than a year away. His days were struggled through, he had no energy, no spark, and really he had no desire to live if this is what his life had become. Life consisted of fast food, instant coffee, he suffered from daily headaches, and major digestive discomfort, which he could find no relief for. It was really interesting that due to his experiences with the medical system when he was young, he had no belief that they could help resolve his health issues and possibly even instead create something that was far worse. As a really independent person, he thought he could fix himself. So what did his struggle look like? He felt like life was not worth living, even after having struggled through the process of giving up smoking, and he went cold turkey about 8 months prior, but this still didn't resolve many of the other health issues that he had. Upon realizing that his blood pressure was high, this, as well as the headaches, the lack of sleep and the digestive pain, they were the final straw in making the decision for him to create a total change. He just had no other option. Warren had always lived a fairly active life, and while he was young, his body could cope with fast food, social occasions, smoking, and everything else. Unfortunately, however, stresses accumulate, and there comes a time when the body's systems become so overwhelmed that they begin to fail. And this is when the symptoms of disease really start to show in the quality of our life. The biggest problem that needed changing was Warren's lifestyle habits. And this is most often the hardest thing that we have to do, because we've usually been living these patterns for 20, 30, 40, sometimes even 50 years. This is why many of the illnesses are called lifestyle diseases. The breaking point for Warren was when the headaches grew so bad that even lying down made them worse. He was unable to sleep as a result. He was exhausted, he was gaining weight, and he was bloated, depressed, and he just was totally lacking in hope. The last time he attended work, he ended up going home as the pain was just so bad. So he was totally out of options. I was close to Warren, and over the years I had offered to help him. However, my offers had always been rejected. When I became aware of the distress that he was experiencing and his emotional state this time, though, I offered once more. And because we had a familiar and fairly trusting relationship, this time his answer was yes. Sometimes that's just how it is. People do seek me out simply as a last resort. They've tried everything, their body is no longer coping, so they're finally prepared to make the changes that's needed to their lifestyle patterns. Due to the severity of Warren's situation, the first advice and the best advice I could give him was to simply stop eating. Focus on taking the healing herbs for the digestive system, and we did this in liquid form, and just to sustain himself using herb teas and some electrolytes. His water fasting only lasted for 1 day, but this was enough just to settle the headaches a little and to allow him to get some sleep. This gave him the confidence to continue with the treatment. All fast food stopped, and nourishing soups and broths enabled him to continue a very light eating plan. Within 3 days, his headaches had calmed, as well as his digestive discomfort, and within 3 weeks, there was no headaches, and his digestive system was finally finding balance. The pain had gone, he'd regained energy, and was daily out working with his gardening jobs again, a much happier person. In such a short time, Warren realised that he could live a quality life into his old age, and that life once more was good. He's now walking daily, working regularly, he's losing weight, and he's no longer the hermit in his room. His depression has lifted, and he feels that making the changes not only to his diet but including the herbs, this has just been life changing for him. And this has all happened within 6 weeks. So, what would he tell someone who's stuck in the same problem? This is Warren's answer. He says the hardest part in the journey of regaining your health is in making that first decision to change your daily habits so your body can heal itself. I didn't know that the daily use of fast food for convenience could cause so much harm to my body. Now I'm preparing my own food from ingredients I recognise, and I know that convenience is not worth feeling so much sickness in my body. I wish I had accepted Jenny's help much earlier, before my life became so miserable. And this just reinforces for me that using these techniques, they might not be the only answer, but if you've tried so many different ways to regain control of your health and they haven't worked, this program could help you improve your health as well. So reach out to me, and I'd be honoured to help support you as well.